I was asked, what type of trader are you, Clay? So I thought, hey, let's make a video about it. I've done variations of this video, but it's one where even though I have other videos out there, I keep always getting the same types of questions, which is fine. I get it, there are a lot of videos on the channel, so I don't expect people to watch through every single one before they start asking questions. But I figure, hey, if I can get this one out there, maybe it'll somebody will stumble across it and then get this question answered, or kind of change their perception of what is available out there from a trading tool perspective. But as I alluded to in the intro, what kind of trader am I? I've had people ask this. I've had people, maybe not flat out, hey, Clay, what type of trader are you? But just kind of based on the way they're talking, based on what they're asking, based on what they're telling me, essentially they're asking, what kind of trading, what kind of traders, what kind of trader am I? And as I tell them, and I'm going to tell you right here, I am a chart trader. Wait a second, Clay. I've never really heard of that. I've heard of day traders. I've heard of swing traders. I've heard of options traders. I've heard of stock traders. I've heard of crypto traders. But chart trader, what do you mean you're a chart trader? Well, the reason, and to be fair, this is not like unique to me. A lot of people out there are chart traders. And I personally believe that's how they should refer to themselves as for these reasons. But I call myself a chart trader because once you know how to use a chart, how to analyze a chart, how to apply a chart properly, then you have just absolutely massive flexibility to be basically any type of trader you want. What do I mean by that? Well, a chart, that didn't work out. There we go. A chart at its core has time. So remember back to, I don't even know what was middle school, the x-axis, have time, and then what's this? What's this? If you said the y-axis, good job, you paid attention to math class. And then over here, you have price. So first off, let's just think about what has price that changes over time. Well, let's see. Forex currencies, yeah, that stocks, bonds, futures, cryptocurrencies, all of these have a price associated with them that is going to change as time progresses. Fair point? So because you understand how to use this thing here, known as a chart, then you can go ahead and already trade all those various things because, well, you know how to read how prices can change over time. It's pretty neat, huh? Chart trader. Now, nothing. Well, but day trader versus swing trader, Clay. I mean, I have this schedule or I have these events going on so I can again, the power of charts. Once you learn how to use charts, part of, when I say properly learning how to use them, is going to be you can manipulate time itself. That wasn't a very good arrow. There we go. Meaning, maybe you have a day job. Maybe you can't sit there and watch the computer every second of the day. That's okay. You would be able to manipulate the chart here to best suit whatever your schedule is. Maybe you do want to be a day trader where you're looking at trade multiple times every hour, multiple times every just day. That's fine. Once again, once you learn how to properly understand and apply charts, you can manipulate the time and the chart is going to match up with whatever your strategy you are attempting. So again, think about it. By being a chart trader, by learning how to use technical analysis in charts, you have the flexibility to trade anything that has a price associated with it that is going to change over time. And now you also have the ability to manipulate time to fit whatever sort of strategy you're looking to do, whether that's day trading, swing trading, a combination, investing, super long term. You can manipulate the time for investing too. And then finally, and this is kind of the external one over here, and don't judge my artist skills. But this here is, oh wow, that's really bad. That's really bad. It's so bad that I'm just going to actually explain what that is. That is the Earth.
Looks more like a cookie.
It does. It kind of looks like a cookie. Earth, meaning that you can trade whatever you want to trade no matter where you live. Why do I say that? Well, again, it all boils back to price versus time. And not to insult your intelligence, but no matter what country you live in, price and time, it is what it is. Now, of course, you have time zones and stuff like that, but that's not what I'm referring to. I'm just referring to the fact that because a chart cares about these bits of data, those data points are universal. And in all actuality, charting was first started by the Japanese in candlesticks specifically, but they traded rice. So I mean, talk about that. I mean, just that really goes to show anything that has a price that changes over time, you can still be anywhere on earth and you can make all of this happen. So what type of trader am I? I am a chart trader, and I'm a chart trader for these reasons. If I really wanted to, I could go and trade the Indian stock market, the Chinese stock market. I could go and trade, and I could be in the, to the Chinese stock market. I could go and be a day trader in the Chinese stock market. I could go be a swing trader in the Chinese stock market. Right now, I could immediately go and start to trade, Forex, or I could go and trade futures. Now, there are little nooks and crannies, so I'm not going to say it's a perfect translation, but when you understand, a chart, you're at least 80% to 90% of the way there. Options is a good example where, there's other dynamics that you need to learn about. Forex, there's a couple different, dynamics, but for the most part, at the end of the day, the question as traders that we need to be able to answer is, what do I think the price is going to do? And if you can't answer that question, then you have no chance at all in trading. And that's where charting comes into play. It's going to help us answer that question. What do I think the price is going to do? The price of what? We'll fill in the blank. Over what period? Well, manipulate the time period for what you care about. Where in the world? Well, who cares where in the world you are? Because the question boils back to, what do I think is going to go on with the price? So I'm a chart trader. And yes, I'm very, very biased towards technical analysis. I'm very biased towards people learning and using charts. But I think I present a pretty good case in the sense of all the flexibility that it does offer you.
If you are out there trading alone currently and maybe are in the market looking for a community to join to assist you in your trading or to just help you, give you another set of eyeballs, then I do have a private trading community where you can trade alongside me and other experienced traders. So what you see popping up on the screen right now is both an information link. So if you click on the inner circle one, that is going to take you to the page where I explain all the details of what exactly come with the community, both the chat room and the newsletter. And then the other image that has popped up is a behind the scenes tour where you can see exactly what is going to be contained within the community. I take you through, like I said, a behind the scenes tour of everything, and that way you'll know precisely what you are getting when you join. So definitely check that stuff out if you are interested and thinking about wanting to join a community, and let me know if you have any questions.